So hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. Today we are talking about smartphone photography. So we have all these new smartphones these days which can shoot some really good photos, like the Redmi Note 7 Pro over here. This phone has a 48 megapixel camera and it costs only 14,000 rupees. So you get my point, right? No matter what your budget is, you can get a pretty good smartphone that can shoot some awesome photos, and that's the number one reason why I'm making this video today. Now, I'm not the best person to give you advice on smartphone photography because most of my photos are from a camera itself. That's why I've invited my friend Shivani on the channel today, because she's an awesome photographer, and the number one thing about her is that she clicks all her photos with a smartphone. She's been super awesome to agree to come on the channel and help you guys with the top 5 tips for improving your smartphone photography. And it's just awesome. So we are gonna go for a photo shoot right now, and we'll give you a live practical example of what we are talking about so that you guys can get a clear idea and you can go ahead and implement those tips today itself. That's why pause this video right over here, go get your snacks, sit back and have fun. Okay, so guys, she's here. Shivani, say hi.
Hi. Well, I'm Shivani, and I know Harsh from college, and I'm here to help him with his video on smartphone photography, how to improve your smartphone photography. So yeah, let's get started.
Okay, that was awesome. So let's get started with tip number 1. Shivani over here is going to explain tip number 1, and let's see how good does she do.
So the key thing in photography is composition, and the first and most basic rule of composition is rule of thirds. Now before we begin, make sure that you turn on your grid lines in the camera settings. So it's like a 3x3 grid when you shoot. Rule of thirds is placing your subject somewhere towards the left or right of your 3x3 grid, and what it basically does is balances your foreground and your background so that it has a balanced composition. As opposed to that, if you place your subject towards the center of your grid, it focuses the viewer's attention towards the center and not really makes the background to be noticed. So go ahead and try that today. Instead of placing your subject towards the dead center, try placing it a little towards the left or a little towards the right, and see how the composition is well balanced and how it just adds to the aesthetics of your photo. So make sure to try that.
So the next tip is being consistent and shooting every single day. No matter what you shoot, no matter how you shoot, no matter where you shoot it, you should shoot every single day, and you should maybe review your photos with your friends and family, like how is the photo and what should be improved and all that. So if you want to really get better at photography, you have to be consistent, and the only way you're going to learn is by clicking more photos. So please keep that in mind.
Number 3 is patterns. Patterns are everywhere. You just need to have an eye for it. Now for example, we'll put up pictures somewhere here. You can play with light and shadow. Patterns is basically like repeating shapes and lines, and the thing about patterns is that it really makes your photo eye-catching, really grabs the attention of the viewer, because it just adds to the aesthetic of the photo. So look for something that's not very normal. I mean, if you take pictures of normal flowers or leaves, don't just take those mediocre shots that you do with your smartphone. Look for something that creates a pattern in it, and something that really creates a unique look, so that it gets people thinking, what is that? How did you do that? Or where did you find that? And yeah, just go out there and look for patterns.
Okay, so the fourth tip is shooting at sunrise or sunset. Now, if you may ask why sunrise or sunset, the basic reason is lighting. The lighting is very even during this time and you can get some pretty interesting shots. Most of the pro photographers out there call it the golden hour and they shoot at this time itself, and that's why their photos are so evenly lit and everything looks just so good. So if you haven't yet, please go ahead and try shooting at sunrise or sunset, and I'm pretty sure you will notice a difference.
The last tip is natural frames. Natural frames meaning shoot through something. Try to frame your picture with some natural elements. Like if there's an architectural structure that you're shooting, don't just click a normal picture of that. Maybe try clicking that architectural structure through a bunch of leaves, or try to frame that thing with some natural elements. Not just natural elements like leaves, but maybe you can try using your hand or shoot through fences or gates which have some patterns. And just what it does is that it adds focus to your subject. So shooting through something really makes your subject highlight, makes it pop out. So yeah, find some natural frames and try shooting with that.
Okay, so guys, that was it. These were the top 5 tips to improve your smartphone photography. A huge shout out to Shivani over here for helping me out with this video. And as I said earlier, I'm not the best person for smartphone photography. She is. So please go ahead and follow her on Instagram. I'll drop a link to her Instagram in the description box below. Now we've come up with an idea to give you guys something. So when you shoot photos, like after watching this video, when you go ahead and shoot photos with your smartphone, use the hashtag #MyBestShot. Use this hashtag and tag both of us so that we can see your photos, and if we like your photos, we may choose a winner, and then let's see what happens. Like we may talk to the winner, maybe like over a Skype call or something like that, or maybe I'll keep a giveaway. I don't know what I'll do, but go out there, start shooting some really good photos and upload them to Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and use the hashtag #MyBestShot and tag both of us. Okay, so that's been it. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Harsh Punjabi. This is Shivani Sawant, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.